There is a moment before every fast when something inside you begins to shift. Not loudly, not dramatically, quietly, like a whisper in your spirit saying, "Get ready. I'm about to do something in you." And even if you can't explain it, you can feel it, the pull, the stirring, the invitation. Because fasting doesn't start with an empty plate. Fasting starts with an open heart. Your body feels the call first. It remembers your patterns. It remembers the cravings you run to when life feels heavy. It remembers the comfort you reach for when your emotions feel too loud. And when you prepare for a fast, those patterns rise to the surface, not to shame you, but to show you what God is ready to break. So you slow your pace, you hydrate, you breathe, you rest. You treat your body like a vessel God is about to fill, not a machine you're trying to push past its limits. You honor the body that will carry you through the fast, because the fast will reveal what the body has been holding. And your mind begins to wake up. Fasting exposes the noise you've been living with, the thoughts you've ignored, the fears you've carried, the lies you've believed. Before your mind becomes clear, it becomes loud. Before it becomes still, it becomes restless. And this is where preparation matters. You choose what voice you will follow. You choose scripture over spiraling. You choose silence over distraction. You choose to let God's voice rise above the noise that has been shaping your decisions. You prepare your mind by giving it a new anchor. Not your feelings, not your fears, but God's truth. And then your soul opens. Because fasting is not about deprivation, it's about encounter. It's the place where God whispers, where conviction settles, where clarity falls, where healing begins. Your soul is the part of you that knows God the deepest, and it is the part that fasting awakens the most. So you come to God honestly. You bring in your weakness. You bring in your hunger. You bring in the parts of you you've been trying to manage alone. You bring in the questions you've been afraid to ask. He meets you there before the fast even starts. Because fasting is not about what you're giving up. It's about what God is getting ready to restore. When your body slows, your mind quiets, and your soul opens, fasting stops being a struggle and becomes a meeting place. A place where God reveals what's been buried. A place where He strengthens what's been weak. A place where He awakens what's been asleep. A place where you stop living from your cravings and start living from your calling. And not just preparing for a fast. You're preparing for transformation. You're preparing for clarity. You're preparing for breakthrough. You're preparing for God to show you the parts of yourself you forgot were there. And when you enter a fast, aligned, surrendered, and expectant, something shifts. Your spirit becomes sensitive. Your thoughts become clearer. Your heart becomes softer. Your purpose becomes louder. Your hunger becomes holy. This is how you prepare your body, mind, and soul for fasting. Not by trying to be strong, but by making room for God to be strong in you. Not by trying to control the process, but by surrendering to the one who will meet you in it. Not by trying to do it right, but by showing up with honesty, humility, and hunger. You're not just getting ready to fast. You're getting ready to encounter God. And He's already moving toward you.